What's up, everybody? How you guys doing this evening? It's Joey again. You're watching Vegas D-Tech. I'm making a short little video for you guys today for individuals that are interested in getting into the hobby. I've been getting a few questions from people asking me, what do you really need to start getting into this hobby of metal detecting? And I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and I'm hoping that the rest of you guys that are watching my channel that have been in this business for a while, you guys can possibly chime in and help with this. You don't need a whole lot to get in. The tool side of it, it's subjective, objective. We're not going to get into all that. I want to keep it simple for the beginner, that, you know, they come out to the park and they see me detect and they're like, hey, you know, that looks like a lot of fun. I wish I could get into it, and I don't know where to start. So this video is for you. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We'll be right back with all the info you need. Alrighty guys, we're back. So the topic today is, how do I get started in metal detecting? It looks like you guys are having a lot of fun, and I want to get out there and I just want to find a whole bunch of stuff like you guys. Alright, so you know what? We're going to do a reality of metal detecting breakdown, and we're going to also do equipment. Alright, so equipment, there's only 3 things that you really need in order to metal detect. Okay guys? First thing you're going to need is, you're definitely going to need, obviously, a detector. Okay, a detector of choice. What detector do you need? Alright guys, don't throw me under the bus and don't flame me. I'm not specific to any brand, I'm just specific to price, but it's got to be worth the money. Okay, there's no point in me pointing you off to a detector and just having you get all off and frustrated because it's useless or old or whatever. But if you want something modern right now, and right now, utilize the technology that's available to you. I really think if you don't want to invest a whole lot of money, I think to start this off, the minimum price to start this off, minimum, and I might even be sandbagging a little bit, I'm going to say $300 bucks. $300 will get you into the hobby. Definitely $300 will get you into the hobby if you want to buy used equipment. All right. If you want to buy brand new equipment, I'm going to say $350. Definitely under $400. Okay. Now the 2 detectors that I would recommend for you guys, if you're going to start with the modern detectors that are out there right now, yes, you can go out there and get the Ace 250. That was like one of the first ones, right? But man, we're looking at a 10, 12, 15-year-old detector there, maybe even more. I'm going to say, and don't hate on me, Garrett, guys, nah, not anymore. Okay, it kind of cool, but not really. These channels that you see out here right now, the channels that are actively producing material, they're using the modern equipment. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to get an expensive detector, but I'm going to recommend one of 2. Okay, if you like Minelab, I'm going to recommend that you get a Vanquish 340. There's multiple lines of the Vanquish. You got the 440, the 540, the 540 Pro Pack, on and on. I don't want to confuse you. I want to take you and recruit you into Detect Nation. Okay, so if you're going Minelab, I would recommend Vanquish 340. Run about $200 brand new. All right, guys. You don't have to worry about nobody opening it up, messing around with it, dropped it in water and tried to blow dry it. You don't have to worry about none of that. Brand new, get the warranty and be done with it. Okay, the second detector I would recommend is going to be, obviously, one of my favorites. Bang for your buck, I'll take it anywhere, I don't care. It's the Simplex. Okay, Nokta Makro Simplex. You don't have to get the earphone ones right out the gate if you don't want it. The Simplex runs about $250 brand new. Alright guys, so if you want some brand new gear, those are the 2 I'm going to recommend right now, and the prices go onward and upward. As you get more experienced and you start to feel that you are wanting to move up in equipment, feel free. You know, you can always trade those in, sell them off, and get into another detector. I like buying and using detectors and letting people borrow them, or I sell them and buy them back later. Hey man, there is no rules. Okay, so for me, Those are the two detectors that I'm going to recommend for you. The second thing you guys are going to need is you're going to need a pinpointer. Alright guys, a pinpointer. Absolutely don't even try to go into this hobby cheapskating and not using a pinpointer. Listen, the detector is going to tell you where it is on the ground. On the ground. Alright? Once you dig the hole, once you pinpoint it, you're going to have to know where it is in the hole. And once you dig that hole and you open it up, all you're going to see is a dark hole. Where in the heck is this? And don't think that what you're going to find in there is going to be nice and shiny. It never is. I don't care if it's gold, silver, coins, or whatever. They do not look anything above surface as they do in the ground. And the only way that you're going to be able to see is going to be with one of these pinpointers. Now, what do I recommend for pinpointers? There's a bunch of brands out there. If you watch my videos, you see me cycle through multiple ones. But if I could only have one and deal with the shortcomings and longcomings, whatever, it's going to be this guy right here. I don't know if you can see it. Garrett AT Pro. It's also known as the Garrett Carrot. Yes, I endorse the Garrett. I don't care. I don't care. I'll eat this thing. This thing is that good. Okay, guys? What does this thing run? I don't know. You can find them on sale, whatever, about $1.29. About $1.20. Yes, I know it's kind of pricey, but dude, don't jinx on this. Yes, if you go to Amazon and eBay, they do sell the Chinese knockoffs that look just like it. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, man. Make sure that that thing is a genuine Garrett Pro Pointer AT. Okay, it's money well spent. Remember, guys, I gave you the price point to start off with this. I said $350 to $400. Okay, that's the snaps to join in. So now you have yourself a capable detector. You have yourself a capable pointer. And the one other thing that you're going to need, guys, is you're going to need something to dig the plug. Alright? A steak knife ain't going to cut it. Don't get janky there. You don't have to buy all these weird things. There are these. This is a company called Lesh. Lesh makes this type of a digger. It's the first one that I always used. Sometimes I go to the park and I find this looking really aggressive and scary. I tend not to bring this anymore because people kind of freak out when I pull it out of my sheath. They're like, "Oh!" But I love this guy. This guy will tear apart anything. But I also went ahead and bought this other one. It's just made by a company called Multi-Tool. You can see that. And this is like when I used to live in Okinawa, Japan, they made a knife like this called a hori hori. And they said that when you used to put it around in the guy, hori 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 hori. I don't know if that's true. I just made that shit up anyways. But anyways, it's called a hori hori knife. And this is what I use. It's like thin. It doesn't look so aggressive and scary, you know. I don't know. It's got the dual serrations on it. It's got the depth gauge here to tell you how deep something is, you know, in the ground. And that's it, dude. That's it, right? 1, 2, 3. Those are the only 3 things you need. The investment cost on it, like I said, it's going to definitely be somewhere between $300 and $400. All right. If you're willing to commit to at least $300 to $400, I can promise you that if you're committed, if you have the passion to go to the park and you enjoy going to the park, you're gonna find things out there and it's gonna make you happy. I tell you what, I think finding coins, right? The very first time I went out there and I sweeped it and I heard a bing 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 sound and I swept it up and I started pulling coins out of the ground, I was pretty much hooked, man. That I'm finding things that people walk over and lose every single day. But the real magic was that first day, that I think that very first day that you lose your virginity and you hit that ring, that very first ring. I don't care if it's a bling ring, junk ring, funk ring, whatever, silver ring, gold ring, ear ring, I don't care. As soon as you hit that first piece of jewelry, you are either gonna have it in your blood to do this or not, you know. And for me, that was 6 years ago I got into the hobby. And I got into it because all my friends are lazy. Nobody wants to throw a football. They're all getting fat. They don't want to play basketball. They don't want to go jogging. They don't want to do nothing, man. And so I wanted a hobby that I could do for myself. Then came YouTube. Then came you guys, and I made a lot of friends on here that are beyond Las Vegas. All the people that I've met on here, you guys live everywhere. I'm meeting guys from back east, down south, up north, wherever. And you know what? It's so nice being able to respond to your comments and talk to you as if you guys are my next door neighbor. You know what I mean? So that being said, I have one more topic for you. And the topic is, you're going to have some strong skin, okay? What I mean by that is that you're going to get heckled. Generally, if you're younger, you might get heckled by your friends. You know, at least I know my girl. She used to come out with me, and when she watched me dig up a bunch of crusty pennies, tin cans, aluminum foil, chewing gum wrapper, women ain't trying to hear that, dude. Especially if you're dating a woman like in her 20s and 30s. They ain't trying to hear that, dude. They think that that stuff is a complete waste of time. And, you know, for them, they're in the fast lane, man. You know what I mean? Maybe it is a waste of time for some. So you're going to get heckled. People are going to ask you, oh, what did you find today? Trash. And you know what, dude? You are going to find a lot of trash. I mean, that is the reality of it. I know you guys watch those TV shows where the guys go out there and they're just like, you know, I don't want to say the names, but the reality is, dude, they're not finding that all the time. Hell, they're not even finding that much of the time. Really, they're not. You are going to have to get out there and just say, I'm willing to go out there and go to the park and come home with 75 cents in coins and a bunch of trash, and I'm going to be happy with it. I'm going to be happy with getting to know my detector, getting to understand how it sounds in the ground, getting to fine-tune my detecting skills, and maybe even make a channel and get excited about going out there and teaching other people about how to detect and bringing them up under your own wings, like what I'm trying to do right now. I remember 5 years ago when I first got into it, I started doing detector reviews, but I never got out to go into the field. And right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing detector reviews, going out into the field and trying to show you guys what I find, because so many of you guys are showing me what you find. And that's the whole community of Detect Nation, guys. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you so much again for watching another one of my videos. And I hope this helps some of you guys out there that had a lot of questions as to where do I start, what equipment do I get, what do I expect. And you know, there's nothing more I can tell you but just to get out there and get the swing in your coil over the ground, guys. Dig those holes and keep looking. And anyways, that's my wrap up. I'm Joey, this is Vegas Detect. Thank you so much again. I'll catch you guys in the next video. You guys be well. Adios.